viewers, welcome. This is the Treasures of Life show. And my name is JONA SIMBA. My sign language interpreter for today is Laura Omondi. This is your home of motivation. Treasures of Life show is a place where you energize. Let me begin with accolades and thanks and shout out. Rogers Ocheng from Kisumu and a few other people from the different parts of this country. Keep on watching. You said you enjoyed last week's show on Insights. I never knew that I was talking about something akin to angels. Actually, so many of you said how you are pleased with that show. I encourage you to get on YouTube. Just tap Treasures of Life show. Check on Insights. That was the show. I spoke on how to energize and how angels are not attracted to negativity but only to positivity. I am surprised at how you responded to that show. Let me hope that today this show will still be powerful to you as I'm talking to you about staying relevant. I believe that after this show today, you will learn a few tips on how you can be relevant and that it will be as motivating to you as it will be to me. Keep on watching. But let me say this before I begin. Motivation is key. None of us can move through life without somebody encouraging us. Just imagine this. Walking through life without someone encouraging you. You will run out of energy. There is a lot in this world that is threatening to weaken us, taking away our energies from us. You need to feed on motivation. You need to feed on some power that is beyond you. And I believe for Christians, they would say that is the word. I don't know what you would say in your religion, but it is difficult for you as a human being just to move with your body. You need your soul. The emotional side of you is the soul. When I speak a bad thing to you, when you feel bad, it is not your body that feels bad. Of course, it may release some adrenaline or something like that to just react. But the part of you that will feel bad is your soul. That is your emotion. And that is the place that I am addressing today. That you may, for lack of a better word, learn how to focus. Stir up the giftings in you. Learn how to focus on where you're going. You see, you're already out there. You've already left the womb of your mother. You're already out there. There is no turning back. When you're already born, you're born to fight. You're born to move on. You're born to break through life. Who said you will not make it? I'm speaking to those who are weak out there, those who are feeling they are weak on the inside. It is time for you to energize. It is time for you to gather courage and strength to move on. Who said you will not make it? Come on. Who said you cannot rise up again? Who said you cannot achieve? You are able, well able. If you think again, if you imagine again, if you dare dream again, I assure you, you can make it. You have a country. If you're a Kenyan, you have the beloved country, Kenya. You need to stay relevant in Kenya. You need to stay relevant in the country that you're watching me from. That country needs you as much as you need that country. You know, many times we forget that the country needs us. We imagine that we need the country. We forget that the family needs us. We imagine that we need the family. It is dangerous for you to marry so that you be happy. You need to be packaged, ready. It is dangerous for you to depend on someone else for your happiness. If you're marrying so that you can be happy, then you've got it wrong. Run away from someone who wants to get hold of you so that they may be happy. Because you are supposed to be resourceful. You are supposed to be independent. Staying relevant demands that you gain knowledge. Knowledge about who you are. Who are you? I keep asking every guest that I bring into this studio, who are you and who do you think you are? I need to remind you this, and that's why I'm getting a bit serious when I get to speak about this topic on you being relevant. You have to understand who you are. Define you. It is not what they say, it is what you say. Come on. Did you hear what I said? It is not what they said. It is what you say. For Christians, they say, as a man thinketh, so is he. I would take it even deeper and say, as far as you see, so will you possess. If you imagine yourself as a loser, I assure you, you're already lost. The moment you start thinking defeat, imagining defeat, believing defeat, you are done and dusted. People that walk in pride are people that are fearful. They are afraid. They are afraid of something. Under every negativity, there is fear. And fear is painful. And that is why I address this issue of fear. Fear may be good. It may inform you of something. But negative emotions like pride and lust and despair and all manner of negative emotions and sorrows and all manner of things that you may loathe even as I'm talking to you, they stem from fear. If you can gain courage, if you can conquer that fear, if only you could overcome it, then you would learn how to stay relevant. You know, many times people may want to demystify you. People may want to naysay. May want to. But you are supposed to shine. You're supposed to move on. There are things you need to achieve. You need to be. Let me try and organize my mind. I get excited when I talk about these things. You know, let me organize my mind for your sake, so that you may understand exactly what I'm trying to pass across. It is important for you to take yourself on a journey of learning who you are. Knowledge. Start understanding who you are, what you are fashioned to be, what you are made to be. I'm not talking to you just as a woman, just as a person with disability or an African or a white man. No. I'm talking about something deeper. The understanding that none of us is useless. You know, even if you put a white skin on me, I would still make it. You know, the inside of me is the me. The outer is just the covering. You can operate in any setting. You can operate in whatever setting that you're placed in. If someone were to bring you to nothing today, you can rise again. If you were to be conned of all your financial fortunes now, you can be rich again. Because on the inside of you, that is where your treasure lay. Your treasure is in your soul. Riches lies in your soul. Prosperity lies in your soul. You're already packaged for destiny. You're already packaged for destiny. Last week, I remember on Insights sharing about the shape of a fetus. It is like the shape of an ear. It is in what you hear. It is in what you hear. The moment you start hearing you and talking to you and understanding you, your destiny is already packaged for prosperity. You see, human beings in their own intelligence can form an aeroplane, and they will say that this aeroplane will take off from Nairobi and it will land in New York or in Heathrow, somewhere in London. And sure enough, this plane up there Despite the storms, despite whatever happens in the air, whether darkness comes, rains, storms, this plane would still move on, fashioned by men. But you're fashioned by God. You're fashioned by nature. Nature and God is much wiser than men. The moment you are fashioned for destiny, if you stayed focused, if you put your eyes on the ball, I assure you, you will land on your destination. And that is why there is no room for depression. There is no room for giving up. You are giving up for what? About what? You know, somebody said that. I'm quoting someone. Who is the expert on you? Who is the expert on you? Who is this that describes you so well that you give up on you? Gain the understanding on you. You are a man or a woman created for destiny. You are made for a legacy. You are made for success. You are made to bring a change. Nobody else can describe you better than you. And that is why, as you gain that knowledge, I am not lost to the fact that now we are in the area of social media. Yes. Let me address you that is shining out there. And you are going through some social media issues. Am I bringing you somewhere? You need to make yourself relevant. Change the story on you. I heard someone talk of narrative. Change that story. Market yourself. Start talking about you. Yes, there are issues out there. There is body shaming. I agree. There is racism. I agree. There is tribalism. These are realities of life. There are all manners of negativity. But remember, angels are attracted to positivity. Let me put it better. Energy is attracted to positivity. Let me put it even better. Success, growth, enlargement, expansion, rising up, moving on is attracted to positivity. You need to create in you a habit of marketing you. Use social media. Use the inside of you. Use whatever avenues, even if it means sitting down and writing a memoir and writing a story, writing a report about you. Do some kind of biography on you. And you will be surprised at how much you have to offer the world. We need you. There is no time for you to die. Why should you talk of suicide? Why should you die before you are dead? Come on. All of us will live. All of us will die. Let me put it better. All of us will die at some point, but not all of us will live. It is time for us to stay alive. It is time for us to stay alive. Start moving around. Take yourself out for a moment. The world needs to know you. When will the world know you? You're running out of time. Somebody needs to know your name. Fashion yourself as you want to create legacy for you. Who will remember you 100 or 150 years from today, as I keep saying it? Start creating the narrative now and create the proper narrative, the proper story. And that can only come from deep on the inside. When you hear someone say, I am too blessed to fail, it is from a foundation. What is the foundation on the inside? It is from a deep knowledge. It is from an understanding. By the way, those of you who walk by faith, or those of you who walk by believing, let me make it better. You can go higher than that. You can go to the level of understanding. Because life has seasons. There are moments when you will have no money, but that's no time for you to die. There are moments when love will go down, but that's no time for you to go down. There are moments when your beautiful girlfriend or your handsome boyfriend will not time for you to go down, because you can love again. You can rise up again. Falling and rising is part of life. You need to understand. You move from that level of faith so that even when you rise, even when you're up and flying, and God forbid something happens and you come down, you realize that that's the season. Riches is in the soul. Wealth is in the soul. Fortune is in the soul. That is why I'm targeting your soul today. It is inside of you that you gain the understanding that whenever you come down, you will rise again. Everything that is you're seeing around you may be telling you, no, it is not here that I'm supposed to be. That doesn't mean you despair. That is just a signal to you to do something. It is a signal. It is dangerous for you not to have that signal. And I agree with someone when they said fear is just a signal. When you start fearing being down, being irrelevant, being inefficient, it is a right thing. It is a good thing to walk in that kind of fear, because it informs you to do something about it. And that is the moment for you not to sin, not to fall, not to lose in that kind of emotion. When you sense you are afraid of the direction your life is taking, do something about it. Manage your challenge. Manage it. Manage your challenge. There are things that can come to incapacitate you. Manage it. Whether it is a disability, like lack of vision, manage it. You can learn how to manage through your challenge. And I'm about to stop now. I'm talking about staying relevant. It is important. You're a Kenyan or a Ugandan or someone out there watching from a country. You need to be relevant to your nation and to your family. Even companies, they only take up people that are relevant, stuff that is relevant. Relevance is key. So let's go for a break. I'll be back to motivate you some more. See you after the break.